What's up, guys? Zack Hample here at Dodger Stadium, which is my 13th MLB stadium this season. And I'm excited for potential home run milestones today. Yes, milestones, plural, because I have 99 lifetime game home run balls. So the next one I catch is going to be huge. Even huger than that. It just so happens I didn't plan it this way. Shohei Ohtani has 199 career home runs. So things could get pretty interesting today. Now I got some great seats, all you can eat food. I'm so fired up. So let's head inside. This baseball right here was thrown by Matthew Pryor, who is the son of Mark Pryor, former Major League pitcher and current Dodgers pitching coach. Now, Matthew threw me a couple of balls way back in March at the Go Chuck Sky Dome in South Korea when I was there for the MLB opening series, so he hooked me up again. That's pretty cool. And then, it's a Sunday afternoon game today, so no batting practice, so took my time wandering around the seats behind home plate, over to the first base side where there were some Brewers doing some drills out on the field. And I had thrown on my Brewers hat at that point, and I decided, you know what? I brought the Brewers shirt. Might as well put that on as well in case it makes a difference. And at first it wasn't. The coaches were tossing balls to some other fans, but then there was another ball that got tossed into the seats, rattled around a little bit. It was trickling underneath the seats, so I tracked that one down and handed that off to a kid. So that is 2 baseballs so far, and right now the Brewers are out there doing a little ground ball work, some infield practice. So I don't know if I'll hang here or go down to the right field corner because it looks like the pitchers are playing catch. So there's still a little pregame action even with the lack of BP. Huge thanks to the Brewers for being very generous today with toss-ups. They were really hooking up a whole lot of fans. And of course, I never made it out to the right field corner, but I did see some folks there getting baseballs. Really, the majority of the action was over on the first base side. I'm actually a little bummed that I only got 1 ball from Milwaukee, but listen, getting any baseball on a day with no BP really does feel good. And so right now, we still got about 45 or 50 minutes before game time. I'm right here above the Brewers bullpen, kind of a cool spot. Anybody can come and hang out here, but I will not be here. I'll be in the home run seats just a little over that way. And while I do have some time, I want to give a quick shout out to my friends over at SeatGeek because they are sponsoring this video. Now, SeatGeek, of course, is the official ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, so they got you covered for all of your ticketing needs. And SeatGeek has given me a special code that I can pass along to you guys, and when you use it, you can save 15% on your tickets. It's a great offer. I'll explain more in just a sec about how that works, but first, just a little refresher on what it looks like when you use SeatGeek, all right? It's an app that gathers tickets from all over the internet into one spot to make buying so very easy. It's very user-friendly. And so when you pull up the seating chart and you see all those colorful dots, guys, you want to focus on the green ones because those indicate the best deals. They're excited for good deals on SeatGeek. The red dots, not so good. And SeatGeek also rates every ticket from 0 to 10, so you can tell right away just how good of a deal you're getting. They have a buyer guarantee. You can shop with confidence. And it's the only ticketing app that lets you exchange your seats ahead of the event through a feature called swaps. Personally, I think that's awesome. I have taken advantage of that swap thing in the past. And so as far as saving the money, very easy. Just check the description. You will find a link there. And when you click it, just sign in or sign up for SeatGeek and enter the code ZACK15, but spell it right, please. ZACK15. And basically, this single-use code is good for 15% savings with a maximum savings of $25. So again, take advantage, ZACK15, and just keep in mind that every day on SeatGeek, there are more than 70,000 events. It's so many events. So even if you're not seeing the Dodgers or seeing baseball, there's so much other stuff that you can buy tickets for. Definitely check out SeatGeek first. And there are seats today on SeatGeek in the home run seats. So, I mean, you could have been sitting there right with me. Anyway, I'm heading out that way now. How cool and weird is this? Home run seats, baby! Let's go!
And now, the starting lineup for your Los Angeles Dodgers. The designated hitter, number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
All right, here we go. This game has moved along to the third inning and it is scoreless. And by the way, the circumstances for me snagging a home run are not good because both starters are left-handed. So most of the batters are right-handed and I'm out here in right field. I'm not expecting guys to go oppo. For Milwaukee, the veteran Dallas Keuchel is on the hill. And for the Dodgers, making his big league debut is Justin Robleski. So cool to be here for that. But like I said, just not expecting much as the Dodgers just turned a double play. But my food is here, so that's very exciting.
Should only improve as he develops in the minor leagues.
We'll be back with more.
Eye-popping exit velocities and ability to lift the ball.
No, I mean like this seats right here.
So, Shohei stole 2 bases. Dodgers had the bases loaded, didn't score. And this is the patented Zack Hample technique of salad dressing dispersal. And by the way, if you like this t-shirt, ZackHample.com/merch. It's one of my own. Grab one for yourself. And I'm gonna grab a mouthful of salad for myself. We interrupt this eating because Reese Hoskins is up. Let's go this way.
I wish it was someone I could keep
was close because if you look this way, you can see that right behind the outfield wall, there's just dead space and netting. If the ball had landed there, but instead it went on top of the net. And all right, check this out. While the grounds crew was out there doing their thing, I decided that I should keep eating and I should do it fast, because of course I didn't want to miss a home run. So here's the shot that you guys need to see, right? After that, I was chewing and standing in the walkway and holding my glove, but in the top of the fifth, I gave up on the righties and sat down to show my dessert, and look what happened.
Oh, here we go, bro. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah, oh, indeed. So let's take another look with Teoscar Hernandez drifting back, and the ball, you can see it right here on top of the wall, bounces back, and right here you can see it about to fall down into the abyss. A weird little gap there, so I grabbed my cup trick, I ran over there, I thought I might have a chance to get it that way, but look at this shot that my videographer got, alright? You can see the ball right here, kind of tucked underneath a weird metal part of the wall that sticks out. So I'm swinging my cup at it. I already knew that it was going to be tough. I thought I could knock it loose, but it was really stuck under there. And so I decided in order to get that baseball, well, I had to climb on down there. Nearly lost my balance right here, but it was all good, and I jumped down, and there it is, number 100. Now I gotta get out of here. And in order to do that, well, the fans up above were offering me a hand, but then I remembered, you know what, there's a narrow passageway to get in and out of this gap, so that's what I did. And when I emerged in the seats moments later, guest services was like, hey, please don't do that again, and I was like, sorry, I won't. And it was all good. There I am fist bumping my friend Brian, who got this shot of me giving some high fives, including this one to my new friend Ron, who said,
So excited. Oh my God.
wow. So yeah, I was just having a moment with myself right here, just in awe of the entire situation. And by the way, this baseball was hit by Eric Haas, who'd only been with the Brewers for a few games. And right here, keep your eye on that fan, because the ball hit off his torso before dropping into the gap. So he officially gets the assist, and you can see everything that happened after that. I'm so excited. This is number 100. Well, I have a lot to say, but the first thing I'm going to say, after placing this baseball, get a nice shot of this, right here, is that I can finally eat my strawberry shortcake, which is now very warm. Victory cake. Well, the score was just 4-2 Brewers in the 7th inning, but then Blake Perkins blasted a solo homer to left field, so now it is 5-2 Brewers. And I just gotta talk a little bit about this here baseball. That was a home run by Eric Haas. He's a catcher. Before he was with the Brewers, he was with Cleveland and Detroit. And so this was his first home run of the year, number 42 lifetime.
Eric Haas.
Oh, almost like it was meant to be. So he's up again. Will he hit a second home run out here? Well, I'm not really paying attention. But yeah, I wasn't expecting him to go oppo. He's a righty. I was eating my dessert. You saw how the whole thing went. Wow. I will still even talk more about this at the very end, but just very briefly, my first home run ball that I ever got during a game was more than 32 years ago. Guys, I'm so old, what can I say? May 18th, 1992, at the old Yankee Stadium, and guess what? That was also hit by a catcher, and it was also his first home run of the season, Mike Stanley on the Yankees. So, I don't know, something interesting in the air. And you may have noticed that I was carrying this around with me today. Well, I want to show you what this is, a little something that I brought just in case. This is actually the first game that I brought this to. And you ready for it?
The elastic band is stuck to it.
So, you know, in my mind, I was gonna catch number 100 and then immediately pull this out and hold it up triumphantly. But instead, it'll just be, you know, not for the TV cameras, but for my own personal camera. And just to show you this baseball nice and close up again, standard MLB ball, Manfred stamped signature, and on the sweet spot, it's a little beat up where I guess it was wedged underneath some metal beam down in that gap. So this has been a long time in the making, and I've been thinking of this moment for years. Would have been great to catch one on the fly, but I just couldn't pass up that opportunity when I saw the baseball sitting down in there. So yeah, top 7, 5-2 Milwaukee. So this was a 2-run single by Blake Perkins off Ryan Yarbrough in the top of the 8th. It scored Christian Yelich and Willie Adames, and that put the Brewers on top 7-2. But for me, it was less about the action on the field and really just more about hanging out and enjoying everything else that was going on. So I was just chilling with a bunch of fans and signing autographs, including this interesting request. And of course, I had my eye on that Yelich home run ball still on the netting. And you guys, I was feeling really good at this point. Now, look at this fan. This is kind of cool. He tosses a glove up to a kid in the second deck who had presumably dropped it. And meanwhile, I was doing some housekeeping, because for whatever reason, there are no garbage cans in the home run seats. So what are you supposed to do? Just leave all your trash sitting around? Well, I guess so, but I wanted to clean up a little bit. So this security guy was very cool. Glad to get him in the video and chat with him. And look, it's my dude Eric Haas up at bat in the top of the 9th inning, and he ripped a single to left field. Later scored on a double by Christian Yelich, who ended up scoring on a double by Garrett Mitchell. So the Brewers were continuing to pile it on. And here is some fun foul ball footage. Rhys Hoskins at the dish. And pay close attention to the fan in the second deck. The ball lands down below and bounces up to him. In case you missed it, there he is. Go take another look at it. And, you know, there's so much that I love about Dodger Stadium, but one thing that I truly hate is how noisy it is. You're seeing the vibrations from the center field speakers. It's just nuts. Anyway, here is Shohei going down on strikes to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Will Smith struck out after him, and 2 batters later, Cavan Biggio struck out. And guess what? That was the ball game. Brewers with an absolutely dominant performance. Yelich and Perkins each had 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Jacob Junis got the win in relief. And Shohei, by the way, the poor guy only had 1 single in 5 at-bats, so no 200th home run for him or for me, but he is well on his way to a 30-30 season, maybe even 40-40. You think it's possible? Well, that Yelich home run ball was still on the netting over that center field area, so I headed over there, and the friendly security guy was like, you can go there and take a look at it if you want. So that's what I did. You can see it up there, and that fan in the Bellinger jersey is Moneyball Steve, a famous fan around these parts. We both wanted that baseball, and we're just taunted by it sitting there. So this employee started chucking other baseballs at it to knock it down. You'd think the Dodgers would have a better system in place after all this time, but there was all kinds of activity in the area behind the center field wall, just vehicles pulling in and out. Steve and I were chatting and wondering what was going to happen with that ball, and you can see a groundskeeper here showed up with a rake. So here he is trying to poke at it, which really is not the best tool for getting the job done, and you'll see why in just a moment. Right here. Just what is that? So he gave up on it, at least for a moment, but he returned with a longer, thicker pole and then started poking at the ball again. We were still stuck behind the barricade and really couldn't do anything. So here's a slow motion shot of the ball being knocked to other people, and that concluded my time inside the stadium. And I am once again back outside this place to tell you guys a little bit more, including info about this baseball, which in addition to being number 100 is also my third baseball of the day. So that brings the lifetime total to 12,587. And guys, there's a whole lot of stuff for you to check out in the description. First of all, the t-shirts, the merch, zackhample.com/merch. I'll link to it there. Number 2, SeatGeek. Show them some love. It does help my channel if you use that code. So check that out. If you're smart, you'll take advantage and save money. And on my website, zackhample.com, I have this page, which I've been talking about over the course of this season, which lists every game home run ball that I've ever gotten. Yes, going back to 1992. I love this page so much. All of the batters' names, just about all of them, are linked. You can click their names and it pulls up video footage of the home runs being hit and me snagging them. So I love that. Give that a look. And man, I mean, like I said earlier, 32 years of snagging home run balls. So long time in the works. So, oh, by the way, this is just the first day of a SoCal swing for me. Just one and done here in LA, but I'm going to Anaheim and San Diego next. So look for those videos. You better subscribe so you don't miss it. And thank you guys, as always, for watching this one. Mwah. And one for you. Mwah. Bye.